My friend, let me start with a question that might surprise you. What if I told you that becoming wealthy isn't about making a lot of money? What if I told you that building wealth has very little to do with your income and everything to do with your habits? You see, wealth isn't a destination. Wealth is a journey. It's not something that happens to you. It's something that happens through you. And it begins with understanding one simple truth: wealth is built, not found. You don't stumble upon wealth. You don't accidentally become wealthy. You don't wake up one morning and discover you're rich. Wealth is the result of consistent, disciplined actions taken over time. It's the magic of consistent growth. Small amounts, regular deposits, steady progress, compound interest working in your favor instead of against you. But most people think about wealth all wrong. They think it requires big money. They think it demands high income. They think it needs spectacular investments or lucky breaks. That's not how real wealth is built. Real wealth is built $1 at a time, one decision at a time, one day at a time. Let me tell you about the janitor who became a millionaire. He worked at the same school for 30 years, never made more than $30,000 a year. But when he died, he left over $8 million to charity. $8 million! How did a janitor accumulate $8 million? Simple. He understood something that most high-income earners never learn. He understood that it's not how much you make that matters. It's how much you keep. And more importantly, it's what you do with what you keep. This janitor saved 20% of everything he earned, every paycheck, every year, for 30 years, and he invested it in simple index funds. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Just consistent saving and consistent investing. The magic of compound interest did the rest. But here's what made him wealthy. It wasn't the money. It was the mindset. It was the discipline. It was the understanding that wealth is built through habits, not income. You see, income is temporary. Habits are permanent. Income can go up or down. Habits create consistent results. The wealthy janitor had wealthy habits. He lived below his means. He saved before he spent. He invested for the long term. He didn't try to impress others with his possessions. Those habits made him wealthy, regardless of his income. The foundation of wealth, let me share with you the fundamental principles of wealth building. These aren't theories. These aren't complicated strategies. These are simple truths that anyone can apply. First principle, spend less than you earn. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But most people violate this principle every single month. They spend what they make. They spend more than they make. They finance their lifestyle instead of funding their future. If you're spending everything you earn, you're not building wealth. You're building debt. You're financing someone else's wealth. Wealth begins with a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where wealth lies. That gap is where your future financial freedom is created. Create the gap. Widen the gap. Protect the gap. Second principle, save first, spend second. Most people pay everyone else first and save what's left over. But there's never anything left over. Pay yourself first, before the bills, before the entertainment, before the impulse purchases, before anything else. Set up automatic transfers. Make saving as automatic as breathing. Don't leave it to chance. Don't depend on willpower. Make it systematic. Third principle, invest for the long term. Don't try to get rich quick. Don't chase hot stocks. Don't fall for get rich quick schemes. Wealth is built slowly, steadily, consistently, over decades, not days. Plant your money like you plant a tree. You don't plant a tree today and expect fruit tomorrow. You plant it, water it, protect it, and wait. Years later, you enjoy the harvest. The same principle applies to investing. Plant your money in good investments. Water them with consistent contributions. Protect them from impulsive decisions. And wait. Time and compound interest will create the harvest. The psychology of wealth, but building wealth isn't just about money strategies. It's about mindset. It's about psychology. It's about how you think about money, success, and yourself. Most people have a poor relationship with money. They think money is evil. They think wealthy people are greedy. They think wanting money is selfish. That's poverty thinking. And poverty thinking creates poverty results. Money isn't evil. Money is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or for harm. But the tool itself isn't the problem. The person using the tool determines whether it's constructive or destructive. Wealthy people understand that money is simply a medium of exchange. It represents value created. It represents problem solved. It represents service provided. The more value you create, the more money you can earn. The more problems you solve, the wealthier you can become. The more people you serve, the greater your financial rewards. So instead of resenting wealthy people, study them. Instead of criticizing success, learn from it. Instead of avoiding money conversations, embrace them. Develop a healthy relationship with money. See it as a tool for good. See it as a way to create options. See it as a method for helping others. And here's something crucial: you must believe you deserve wealth. If you don't believe you deserve it, you'll sabotage every opportunity to create it. You deserve to be financially secure. You deserve to have options. You deserve to live without financial stress. But deserving isn't enough. You have to earn it. You have to work for it. You have to develop the habits that create it. The habits of the wealthy. Let me tell you about the habits that separate wealthy people from everyone else. These aren't complicated habits. They're simple habits, but they're consistently applied habits. Habit number one: wealthy people live below their means. They don't spend money to impress others. They don't buy things they don't need with money. They don't have to impress people they don't like. They understand the difference between looking wealthy and then being wealthy. Looking wealthy is about consumption. Being wealthy is about accumulation. Choose accumulation over consumption. Choose being wealthy over looking wealthy. Choose substance over appearance. Habit number two: wealthy people invest in their education. They read books about money. They study successful people. They learn from mentors. They invest in courses and seminars. They understand that the best investment is an investment in themselves. They know that increasing their knowledge increases their earning capacity. They realize that learning more enables them to earn more. Invest in your financial education. Read books on investing. Study wealth building strategies. Learn from people who have achieved what you want to achieve. The more you know about money, the more money you'll be able to create and keep. Habit number three: wealthy people have multiple streams of income. They don't depend on just one source. They diversify their income like they diversify their investments. They might have income from their job, income from investments, income from a side business, income from real estate. Multiple streams flowing into the same reservoir. If one stream dries up, they still have others. If one source decreases, others can compensate. Don't put all your financial eggs in one basket. Create multiple income streams. Build financial redundancy. Habit number four: wealthy people think long-term. They make decisions based on where they want to be in 10 years, not where they want to be next weekend. They sacrifice immediate gratification for long-term satisfaction. They give up small pleasures today for large rewards tomorrow. They understand that wealth is built over time. That compound interest requires time to work its magic. That good investments need time to mature. Think decades, not days. Think lifetime, not just this moment. Think legacy, not just immediate pleasure. The magic of compound interest. Now let me tell you about the most powerful force in wealth building: compound interest. Einstein reportedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. He said those who understand it earn it, those who don't pay it. Compound interest is simple to understand but powerful in application. It's earning interest on your interest. It's growth on top of growth. It's your money making money that makes more money. Here's how it works. If you save $100 a month for 40 years at 8% interest, how much do you think you'd have? You might guess around $50,000. After all, $100 times 12 months times 40 years equals $48,000. But you'd be wrong. Because of compound interest, you'd have over $350,000. Your money grew by itself. Your investments created wealth while you slept. That's the magic of consistent growth. That's the power of time and compound interest working together. But here's the key. You have to start. You have to begin. You have to plant the seed before you can harvest the tree. The best time to start building wealth was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Don't wait until you have more money. Don't wait until you understand everything. Don't wait until conditions are perfect. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start now. Even if you can only save $10 a month, start with $10. Even if you can only invest 5% of your income, start with 5%. The amount isn't as important as the habit. The consistency matters more than the size. The beginning is more crucial than the amount. Because once you start, once you see your money growing, once you experience the satisfaction of watching your wealth increase, you'll want to do more. Success breeds success. Saving breeds more saving. Investing breeds more investing. But you have to plant the first seed. The discipline of wealth, building wealth, requires discipline. Not the discipline of deprivation, but the discipline of priorities. Not the discipline of sacrifice, but the discipline of choices. You're going to spend money anyway. The question is, are you going to spend it on things that make you poorer or things that make you richer? Every dollar you spend is a vote for the kind of life you want. Every purchase is a choice between consumption and accumulation. Every financial decision is moving you toward wealth or away from it. Wealthy people understand this. They think about every expenditure, not because they're cheap, but because they're intentional. They ask themselves, will this purchase make me wealthier or poorer? Will this expense move me toward my goals or away from them? Is this a want or a need? And they make decisions based on their long-term vision, not their short-term emotions. That doesn't mean they never spend money on enjoyment. It means they budget for enjoyment. They plan for pleasure. They allocate funds for fun. But they do it consciously. They do it deliberately. They do it within their means. And here's something beautiful about wealth building discipline. It gets easier with practice. The more you exercise financial discipline, the stronger it becomes. At first, it might be difficult to save 20% of your income, but after a while, you won't even miss it. After a few years, you'll find ways to save even more. Discipline becomes habit. Habit becomes lifestyle. Lifestyle becomes destiny. The mindset shift, the biggest obstacle to building wealth, isn't income. It's not education. It's not even opportunity. The biggest obstacle is mindset. Most people have been programmed for financial mediocrity. They've been taught that money doesn't matter. They've been told that wanting wealth is greedy. They've been convinced that they're not the kind of person who becomes wealthy. That programming is costing you your financial future. That mindset is sabotaging your wealth, building potential. That thinking is keeping you broke. You have to deprogram yourself from poverty thinking and reprogram yourself with wealth thinking. Poverty thinking says, I can't afford it. Wealth thinking says, how can I afford it? Poverty thinking says, money doesn't matter. Wealth thinking says, money matters because of what it represents and what it enables. Poverty thinking says, rich people are lucky. Wealth thinking says, wealthy people are disciplined. Which thinking do you want to adopt? Which mindset do you want to cultivate? Which perspective do you want to develop? Because your mindset determines your actions. Your actions determine your results. Your results determine your wealth. Change your thinking, and you change your financial future. It's that simple. It's that powerful. It's that important. The promise of wealth, here's what wealth really gives you. It's not just money in the bank. It's not just possessions to enjoy. It's not just status to display. Wealth gives you options. Wealth gives you freedom. Wealth gives you the ability to choose. When you have wealth, you can choose where to live. You can choose how to spend your time. You can choose what work to do. You can choose how to help others. When you don't have wealth, your choices are limited. Your options are restricted. Your freedom is constrained. That's why building wealth isn't selfish. It's generous. When you become wealthy, you become more valuable to everyone around you. You can help more people. You can solve more problems. You can create more opportunities. But you have to build it first. You have to create it before you can share it. You have to accumulate it before you can distribute it. So start today. Start now. Start with whatever you have. Begin the journey of wealth building, not for the money itself, but for what the money represents. Freedom, options, the ability to live life on your terms. Develop the habits of the wealthy. Think like wealthy people think. Act like wealthy people act. Discipline yourself like wealthy people discipline themselves. But remember, wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency, not intensity. It's about persistence, not perfection. Don't try to build wealth overnight. Build it over time. Don't try to get rich quick. Get rich systematically. $1 at a time. One investment at a time. One good decision at a time. One day at a time. The magic of consistent growth will do the rest. The power of compound interest will multiply your efforts. The discipline of good habits will create the results you desire. Your wealthy future is calling you. Can you hear it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? It's there. It's real. It's waiting for you to claim it. But you have to start. You have to begin. You have to take the first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The fortune of a lifetime begins with a single dollar saved. The wealth of your dreams begins with a single decision to start. What will that decision be? When will you make it? How will you begin? The answers to those questions will determine your financial future. Choose wisely. Start immediately. Begin today. Because wealth isn't just about money. Wealth is about becoming the kind of person who creates value, solves problems, and serves others so well that financial abundance is the natural result. Become that person, develop those habits. Create that value. Your wealth is waiting. Your abundance is calling. Your financial freedom is possible. But only if you start, only if you begin, only if you commit to the journey of consistent growth. The magic is real. The system works. The principles are proven. Now it's time for you to prove them in your own life. Start today. Start now. Start with the next dollar you earn. Because that's where it all begins. That's where wealth starts. That's where your financial transformation begins, with $1, one decision, one step. Take it. Your future depends on it. Your wealth is waiting for it. Your freedom is counting on it. The magic of consistent growth is ready to work for you. Are you ready to let it? The choice is yours. It always has been. It always will be. Choose wealth. Choose growth. Choose to begin. Today.